Okay, hi everyone. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear my voice? So we are about to start in another 5 minutes. So as usual, I will be sharing most of the pairs that are potential to trade on this upcoming week. So just do a very quick test here. If you guys can hear me, give me a yes, please. Just put in the comments. Just put in the comment box. If you can hear me, give me a yes. And if you can see me, give me a yes as well. So I know that both my audio and camera are working well. Okay. So we are going to start in another 4 minutes. So when I'm doing the analysis or the market analysis, you can just comment on which pair that you want me to do further analysis. All right. Just comment on which pair you want me to do the further analysis. And if you have any question, just put on the comment section below. All right. So, okay, who was with me last week also in this live session? Because now we are going live on both Facebook and YouTube as well. So we have viewers from different from these Facebook and also YouTube places. But no worries for YouTube viewer as well. You can just comment on the comments box below. So if any updates, I will just be sharing the updates, or I will just be sharing the feedback to you. Okay. So back to on the last 2 days, Mason and me actually we conducted a very casual discussion on how does meaning that we conducted a very casual discussions on how traders react, or we discuss about the struggles and the problems that most traders are facing. And during the discussion, there was a viewer, or there was one of the viewer was actually asking that how do we actually draw support and resistance on our trading chart. So, and I told him that I'll be showing him this thing, how to draw support and resistance, on this week live market analysis video. So while waiting for the others, so you guys came in early, so you guys got the early bird. I will call this as an early bird thing. All right, so you'll be learning, or you'll be getting some insights on how to draw a valid support and resistance. Okay, so let me switch my screen. All right, so if you can see my trading chart, give me a yes, give me some thumbs up. Okay. All right, so we shall start now. Okay, I'll be sharing some technique on how can you properly draw a valid support and resistance. Okay. So let me delete all this. So as we know, price always travel in a waveform. Okay. And the first thing is that we have to know that what does the support and resistance levels do. Okay, so meaning that if we look online or we are looking for any other education platform or materials, we know that a level of support is a level or a zone that most people will be buying there. That's why we have these trading terms called we buy at support and we sell at resistance. But in our trading chart, there are so many support and resistance. You can even find SNR support and resistance on the lower time frame, M15 or M30, or you can even find SNR from the higher time frames such as daily and H4 as well. So what are the steps that we have to do in order to identify those valid support and resistance level? And of course, I will recommend you guys to draw this support and resistance level on the higher time frame, right? Because this has a higher accuracy as well. Okay, so this is a basic concept about support and resistance. And whenever a support is broken, it will turn into a resistance. And whenever a resistance is broken, it will turn into a support. So this is the first thing. The second thing is that, in my opinion, because most people are drawing support and resistance as a line. So, but in my opinion, I'm thinking that a support and resistance, they should be in the zone instead of a line, because meaning that people are going to buy in this specific price zone, all right? Because not everybody will be able to see the same price, all right? But if we give the price a range, meaning that if the market falls to between this level, meaning these two levels, we can look for a potential buy trade, or we can look for a potential sell trade, all right? So in my opinion, support and resistance should be in the zone instead of lines. Okay, so this is the first thing. So the second thing is that, okay, how do we identify this support and resistance? So the first step we need to do is that, okay, I will just do a very quick demo by using the chart. Okay, the first step we have to do is that, okay, let's say this is the euro dollar chart. So we need to identify that when price is moving, which are the area that the market is keep on retesting that level, meaning that in order for the market to be going up or the market to be heading down, market need to always back to that zone and before the big movement. All right, so let me draw for you. So as you can see, this is one of the key SNR for this euro dollar chart. For an example, this is why, because, okay, we can see that market keep on retesting this level before market turns into a downtrend. Okay, so another technique is that we need to find a level where the market initiated a very huge movement. Okay, what do I mean by huge movement? Okay, so for example, we see that on this level, market start to drop significantly. And if we highlight this level, if we highlight this zone and we just pull to the back, meaning that we pull to the left, we can see that this zone, because this is a daily chart, this zone was actually being retested for multiple times. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have about 10 times, meaning that this is a very important zone where market will be respecting before market is going to do an uptrend, or market is going to be market is going to back to the downtrend. Meaning that if market is retraced to this level, we can look for a sell trade. But in fact, market didn't retrace much. Okay, so another thing, okay, let's say market have a very huge movement at here. So we can always check back the history. If we pull this all the way to the left-hand side, we can also see that this is actually a very important support and resistance zone as well, and causes this huge downwards movement. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 retests on this specific zone. Okay, another tips for you to spot SNR in a very fast way is that because we are trading with candlestick, But actually, if we switch our trading chart to a line chart, we can easily find support and resistance, this SNR level. Because why? Because a line chart, because okay, on a candlestick we have both open price and also closing price. But if we are using a line chart, what we are seeing that we are only seeing the closing price, meaning that we can easily spot a market trend, or we can easily spot market structure and market SNR in a very fast and accurate way. So on this line chart, I can know that these are the level that I'm looking for. All right. These are the SNR level that I'm looking for. And we can just switch back to candlestick chart to do a further fine tuning. Okay. We can even go to H4 chart to do a further fine tuning. All right. So let us go to the line chart again, and we can see, okay, so here, this is another one where I can find. Okay. So because we can see that all the price are touching this level before any big movement. So we can switch back to candles to verify or to further fine tune this support resistance level. So by practice this so and so, you will be very fast. Whenever you open up a chart, you can see that, oh, this is the SNR level that I'm looking for. Oh, this is a resistance level that I'm looking for. So when I'm holding any trades, I will need to take extra caution when my trade is near to that specific SNR. All right, so I hope this is clear. So is everything clear before I start the market analysis? If yes, give me a yes, please. All right, so I see more people are joining here. It's good. So, okay, is everything clear? If everything is good, give me a just type in a clear sign so I know that everything is good. Okay, let me get some drink. Okay, thank you for the feedback. All right, so we will start the market analysis for this week, starting from this euro dollar chart. All right, so on last week market for this pair was pretty boring. Why? Because on last week market was just doing a very boring sideways movement. Okay, but we can see that market is actually still in this daily support level. So about 1.107789. So if we look on the H4 chart, we can actually see that, okay, we can actually see that market is retesting this level of support. And okay, so something I noticed here is quite interesting. All right. So when market was doing the first retest here, there was a very huge movement. Okay, the movement was about 250 pips. But when market do the second retest at here, the movement was much more lesser. So this is the first thing that I noticed. I'm not saying the market might turn into a downtrend, but this is something interesting that I noticed. And also on the second thing, we can see that there is also a minor SNR here. Okay, let me extend this. All right, there is also a minor SNR here where the market, all right, so by right, in order for market to back to an uptrend, this level should be hold and market should be testing the swing high or the high level of this sideways market. But in fact, on the H4 chart, what we can see is that there is a very strong bullish engulfing candle here. So I will foresee market to break the support, but I will not do any entry now. I will not go for a buy entry now because, okay, when you are not sure about your when you are not sure about your trade, all right, is rather to stay out from the market to wait market show us the next movement instead of we just have a very instead of we just enter the market like we are on a casino and we just play some bet. All right, don't ever do this. Okay, so in order for me to look for a buy trade, I need this H4 level of resistance to be broken, and I will enter for a buy trade, and my target will be here, the H4 previous swing high. So if for a sell trade, I will wait for this daily support, aka H4 support level to be broken as well, and I will go for a sell entry, and I will be targeting the next swing low or the next low about 1.0678. All right, so this is my view on the euro dollar. Okay, so okay, so for those who have just joined in, so about the SNR, you can just replay the video after I end this live session. All right, so I will just carry on with the live analysis. Okay, so this is my view on the euro dollar. Okay, so let us see on the pound dollar. Okay, the pound dollar last week, I believe I have gave a very pretty much clear analysis on the pound dollar, because daily we have a very clear downtrend. Okay, we have a very clear downtrend. Market is creating a lower high and also a new low. And this week we have a pullback here, and we have a double top form on the daily chart, and market just broke. So when market is dropping in a very strong momentum, what we can do is that we can find our entry on a lower time frame like H4 or even H1. We can find the lower time frame. We can find the entry level from lower time frame based on the nearest SNR level as well. So this, okay, let's say this is the pound dollar chart. This is the pound dollar chart. So on this week, I'll be waiting market to do a pullback here, and I will be targeting the next level here. All right, the next level is about here. So I'll be targeting this level. So there is about 300 pips for this week if market just move accordingly. Okay, so this will be in my watch list as well. Okay, so Friendly is asking about gold and euro AUD. Yes, I'll be sharing that later on. Okay, so let's look about the Aussie dollar. Okay, the Aussie dollar for this week. On the last week, we can also see that this is a very important daily key resistance level, and market just retest this level, and market was not able to create a new high. Okay, in fact, market just closed below this, and I would take this as a valid double top. Okay, so if you look on the H4 chart, okay, the double top structure is even clear now. So what we do is that we wait for market to break down, pull back, and this week we look for another sell trade as well. And my target level will be around here. Okay, about 0.6256. I'll be targeting this level. So I'll be waiting market to do a valid pullback, and I'll be looking for a sell entry on H1 chart or even from this H4 chart as well. Okay. New Zealand dollar. Okay, we can see that most of the dollar pair are dropping. Okay. Okay, so this is the New Zealand dollar. So for our advanced member, they can know that market has actually break the swing one. So this, okay, if we look on the market here, okay, so we can know that market has actually broke this swing one level. So what we do on this week is that, okay, this is the level of resistance on daily chart. Okay, you may be wondering how come I can spot this resistance level so fast, because on the H4 chart we can see that this level are being tested multiple times. So by practice, by doing more and more practice, you will be able to spot this level very fast and very accurate. Okay, so back to the daily chart, we know that, okay, this swing point was actually broken, and on this week I'm looking for a retracement here. Okay. Okay, let us go to the H4 on the retracement here, because on this H4 chart we can see another minor SNR as well at this level. Okay, so I'll be looking for market to do a pullback here, and I'll be looking for another sell entry signal for this New Zealand dollar pair. Okay. Okay, my target. Okay. Okay, my target will be here to be safe. To be here. Okay, yes, no worry. I'll be going through the pound Aussie pair later on. Okay, so this is for the US dollar pair. So I'll be entering the Japanese pair now. Okay, so on this pound yen, if you look on a daily chart, daily is still in a very strong downtrend. Okay, and daily is likely to test this support level. Right, this support level here. Okay, so on H4 chart, what we can see is that there is actually a okay. I will not suggest you to sell on low because market is quite near to this support level, and we can see that there are not much space for market to drop. So my suggestion is that let me delete this. Okay, my suggestion is that we wait for market to do a pullback to this zone. Okay, so this is the zone where I call this as a short zone, meaning that previously this zone was a support level and now turns into a resistance level. Okay, I will suggest you to wait for the sell signal at this zone and just target about 128.58 or 128.6 about this level. Okay, so this is for. Okay, Sai Khan was asking that can you check the retest level with the help of Fibonacci? Yes, you can. So okay, okay, let me show you this one. Okay, all right. Since you asked about Fibo, all right. Okay, so as we know that market whenever a market is in a trending, we know that ideally a market is going to be at the Fibo 50 and 61.8 Fibo 50 and 61.8 level. Okay, so you can use Fibo to check the retest level like here. So we can know that market has actually retested this Fibonacci 50% level, and also this Fibonacci 50% level is also a resistance level on this H4 chart. So we have two confirmation, and it's safe to go for a sell trade. And also we have a dominant setup here. If you can spot this, this is a dominant setup. All right, so this is a dominant setup. So we have three confirmation. All right, so Friendly is asking, and you only broke swing point one, the assessing group. Okay, Friendly, this one we will discuss on our mastermind group after the live session. All right. Okay, so let me continue to the Euro Yen. Okay, for this Euro Yen, I will just keep in view first. Okay, why? Because we know that the pairs against the dollar are dropping, meaning that the US dollar is likely to be strengthened on this week because the pairs are always against each other. And on this daily chart, we can see that market is actually on this structure, and we can see that market has actually break the swing point one of this daily chart. So meaning that market is likely to retest the previous level of resistance at here. So for this week, I'll be KIV for this pair until I see a further confirmation. Until I see a further confirmation on the entry setup. But if we look on the H4 structure or the H4 market formation, yeah, this is the Euro Yen. Oh, did I mention about Euro Yen? Oh, sorry, this is the dollar yen. Okay, thank you. Yeah, this is dollar yen, not Euro Yen. Sorry for the mistake. Okay, so if we look on this H4 structure, there is actually entry setup for us to enter based on our swing point setup. Okay, we can go for a buy trade with a very strict stop loss here, about 35 pips, and we can just target about here, we have 1 to 1.8 ratio. Okay, so for this UJ, if you want to go for a buy trade, okay, let us go to the, okay, now we have the Euro Yen. Okay, as well, start from the daily chart. Okay, daily chart, we can see that market is actually in a very clear downtrend, because we can see lower low, lower high, lower low, and also lower high, and market has created a new high. So this is a very important criteria of a downtrend. And on daily chart, we can see that if we see from here, market has actually broken the previous low, and market is retesting this level with something like, this is not, I will not say that this is an evening star, but we can see that there is something like a doji here, and also with a very strong bearish candle. So I was expecting the market, let us look on the H4 chart. So I was expecting that market to retest this level on this week. Okay, so if market is going to turn into a buy trend, market also need to retest the low, and only market will be going up. So this pair, I will be looking for a sell trade on this week on this H4 chart, with my target on this level 114.55. Okay, so let's see how the market go. Okay, so just now I back to the comment just now. Someone was asking about gold and also the euro dollar. So let me start with gold first. Okay, so gold. So gold, I believe that last week we mentioned about this level, because daily we see market is on a very clear sideways condition. So it's better to look for buy when this previous high was broken. Okay, so we see that this previous high was broken. So, but in order for this to be a valid breakout, I will need, yeah, okay, Eddie, I saw you. I have explained the SNR in the earlier part of this video, so you can watch the replay after that. Okay, so for this goal, in my opinion, all right, for this to be a valid breakout, we need market to have one more bullish candle. All right, we need market to have one more bullish candle that close above here, and from here only we wait for pullback, and also look for the buy setup, meaning that we look for pullback, and on H4 chart we look for our buy setup. Okay, so because this is very dangerous, because if we look on the daily chart, if you look on the weekly chart, there is no more history for us to refer, meaning that there is no more existing resistance level for us to refer. So market might just drop without any reason. So it's better for us to have more confirmation if we are going to trade with this gold pair. Okay, so on this EUR AUD Euro Aussie pair, so on daily chart we know that, okay, we know that on this daily chart, if we scroll back the previous market, oops, let me change back the color. Okay, market is actually retesting this previous level, resistance, support, and support. Okay, if you look on the H4 chart, there is also a minor resistance level here. Okay, so on this daily chart, there is a potential for us to look for a buy trade, because we have the swing point broken here as well. Okay, let me double check this. Yes, we have a swing point broken here as well, but I will prefer market to retest this level, and I will only look for buy trade at this level. Okay, because why? Personally, I don't like trading somewhere in the middle. Okay, I not really like to trade somewhere in the middle. Okay, I would like to trade whenever market is near to my SNR structure or trading zone. So I will wait for market to do a pullback here, and I will wait for a buy signal here. That's why then I can have a very strict stop loss just right below this support zone. Okay. Okay, we another comment here on pound Aussie. Okay, on the pound Aussie. So firstly, we can see that daily is in a very is in a clear downtrend. Preceding trend was a very strong uptrend, and daily is in a very clear downtrend. But if we mark the SNR at daily, we can see that market is actually near daily support level. So, but this doesn't mean that we can look for a buy trade. So because, okay, guys, please bear in mind. So whenever a market is in a support or resistance level, although we are saying that we buy at support and we sell at resistance, we need to bear in mind that not all support level are working. All right, that might be a turning point, meaning that that support level might be no longer valid and market just drop accordingly. Okay, so for here, this is at the daily support zone. So what we are looking for is that we need to wait for market to give us a buying sign, a buying confirmation sign. Okay, so what is mean by buying confirmation sign? Meaning that we need to see the market to make the first push, to push the market up, second push down, retracement, and create a new high. When a new high is formed or the previous high is broken, we know that an uptrend is possibly confirmed, and we only entry after the retracement. Okay, so this is a fundamental thing about lower low and lower high. So, but for this pound Aussie pair, I'll be looking for a sell setup on the lower time frame chart. Okay, so we have another question from Mofo. I hope I addressed your name correctly. So Mofo is asking that DAX or okay, personally I do not really trade DAX. Okay. Oops. Let me find the correct chart for DAX. Okay. Okay, it's okay. I will just explain based on this. Let me see whether I can get a clearer chart or not. Okay, okay, never mind. I'll just based on this chart. So on DAX, we know that it's still in a very strong downtrend. Okay, and market is doing a pullback here. Okay, so in my opinion, I will say that a downtrend is the downtrend is likely to continue. Okay, and we can look for a sell setup at this level, meaning that this is another level of resistance here, and we look for a sell setup here. Okay, so we need to always respect to the market trend. Market has dropped significantly and do a pullback, and this is also at the Fibonacci 50 or 61.8 area, between 50 and 61.8. So it's likely the market to continue drop for this pair. Okay, so we have another question. US oil. Okay, US oil. Okay, this pair is crazy. I am not really trading this pair. Okay, if you look on the H4 chart, okay, I will be using H1 chart to explain this. So looking on the H1 chart, market is in a very strong uptrend, temporary uptrend. Okay, so what we can do is that we wait for buy setup here. Okay, so when we are trading with volatile pairs like oil and also the gold, one advice to you guys, okay, do not chase the trend. All right, meaning that we stop buying at high. We have to just wait for patiently that market to just drop to our desired waiting zone, and we just go for the trade accordingly. Okay, we do not buy at high and we do not sell at low. Okay, so this is my advice for you guys if you want to trade this very volatile pair. Okay, so AUD, okay, the Australian dollar Canadian. Okay. All right, so this is the daily chart. Okay, so we can see that daily chart market is on this resistance level, and on last week I was saying that this is at the resistance level, but market did not really do a breakdown, and market retest this level again. Okay, so for my opinion, in order for you to sell this pair, I will prefer market to break this level, retest, and then only I will be looking for a sell setup. I will not recommend you to go for a buy setup for this pair because this is on the daily resistance zone. Okay, we do not buy a resistance zone. So on H4, we can see a clearer picture. On H4, what we can see is that this is actually a support level or a support structure of this level. So what we do is that I will prefer market to give me more confirmation, drop and pull back, and then only we look for a sell trade. Okay. All right. So guys, do you have any other question as well? So and one more announcement. So okay, I believe that most of you guys know about dominant setup because this is a very I will say that this is what we have started with this lah. All right, FX Action Trader actually we started with this dominant setup. Okay, and Mason and me are currently working on something interesting about dominant setup. Okay, we have developed this dominant setup into an EA. Okay, so we are going to release the EA soon. I will be announcing the EA soon, but we are developing the dominant setup EA. Okay, so this is make your trading life easier. So just stay tuned on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel, and also our Instagram. Okay, so all right, we have one more last pair to analyze for tonight. Okay, before we go off, Canadian JPY. Okay, Syed, I will be answering your question later on. So let me go through this Canadian JPY first. Okay, Canadian JPY, I will not recommend you to trade because, okay, first thing first, market, there are three types of trend in market: uptrend, downtrend, and sideways. So, but condition like this, I will say this is a very choppy market. So market can go either way. All right, so I will not recommend you to trade on this pair. Okay, if we mark both the high and low of the market, we can see that market is actually on the middle. What you can do is that you can either look for a buy trade here, or you can look for a sell trade here. All right, but market now is in the middle or in a very choppy condition. I will not recommend you to trade this pair. All right, you can trade the other JPY pair, but not this Canadian JPY pair. Okay, so okay, basically, okay, side question. Basically, on a weekly chart, what we need to find when we need to trade in H1 or H4. Okay, okay, let's say On the weekly chart, okay, because the weekly chart is moving quite slow because we only have one candle a week. So my advice is that, okay, let's say you are going to trade on H1 chart, you just go 2 time frame above, meaning that you just refer to H4 and daily. If you're going to trade on H4 chart, you just refer to daily and also weekly. So what you need to find in the weekly chart is that you need to find significant support and structure level on the weekly chart. So for example, for this Canadian JPY pair, okay, so this is a weekly chart. So what we need to know is that we need to identify all these important levels on the weekly chart. Okay, all these important level on weekly chart. And on daily chart, we can see that how market really react on this level. Okay. And another question from Moses. Excuse me, let me grab a drink first. Okay, Moses is asking that for price action, different brokers shows different candle bars. So how to determine it? So Moses, for your question, I would suggest you to check that whether your broker is a New York close chart broker, whether your broker is a New York close chart broker. The agent mentions burger just now. All right, it's supper time now. All right, so normally we only trade based on the New York close chart. So for me, I'm referring to this trading view and I'm using this Oanda chart. So I'll be referring to this chart time frame. All right, because if you have a different New York close chart broker, meaning that your H4 chart, your H1 chart, and also your daily chart, there will be some slightly difference. Okay. For gold, I have already mentioned just now. You can replay the video later on. So Moses, you need to check with your broker whether your broker is the New York close chart or not. You can just PM us later on for further information. Okay. All right. So that's all for tonight. So I hope you guys continue to follow us, and we are going to announce something crazy in future in this upcoming week. Okay, so guys, I hope you guys have a very good trading week, and see you guys on the next live session. All right, thank you and have a good night.